Left side, got Jones. Touchdown, Bears! Velus Jones, 29 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he's in for two. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down one, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for one extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. Stafford. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll run for it with Akers. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At the 45. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, that's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Stafford now to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bears will get the football back.
And they'll begin by running the option.
There he goes left side. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
92 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Floating one, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Going up top for Kupp. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
He's got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Flush to his right. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Fields on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Man open is Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 71 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Here's Powell on the return.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Stafford on 1st down. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. From the red zone now, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Fields trying to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. One last throw here for Stafford.
And that is knocked away, and